Well, hi everybody, and welcome to this edition of What's New in Moodle. We're going to continue looking at some of the new features in our flyover edition. We're in our weekly outline with 16 weeks, and we're going to come to our upper right-hand corner and turn editing on, as we always do. We're looking at some of the new interfaces. I promised you a look at what's new in pictures. Before we go there, let's look at where it says Switch Role To. It's right above where you turned your editing. That used to be quite the list. We've reduced it. Instructor view or student view. That's really all you need. Now, I promised you some information on pictures, and to do that, let's go to the Thanksgiving week block. It's November 23rd through November 29th, and I'm going to add a resource and I'm going to insert a label. I want to say Happy Holidays. Here is our new summary box, and you're going to be hearing a lot about that in many of the other videos, especially those in which you would put instructions to your students. As part of this, I do want to show you in the bottom row, a little bit off center, where it says Image. Let's select Image, and a brand new image box pops up. We're going to go to the upper right hand corner. We're going to browse our existing files on our computer. I don't see the photo I want, so I'm going to go to the upper left hand corner and choose Upload File. I'm then going to browse to my desktop where I have an image I have set aside. I'm going to select it. I'm then going to choose in the lower left hand corner of our pop-up, upload this file. It happens fairly quickly, and boy, here's a big improvement. Remember how you used to have to guess how to choose your image? Well, here's this large button. We want to use the T-Day Solo, and we're going to use Choose. Now, if you remember an earlier video, we talked about not putting anything too big in a label. Well, this is 200 by 261. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. I'm going to change the top number to 125, and when I do, the bottom number changes as well. These two are linked. I like to put a border around my image. I'm going to make it 1 point. I like my horizontal and my vertical space set to 8, and for this example I'm going to choose left for my alignment, and I'm going to put in my alternative text because we are an ATI compliant program, and I'm going to say holiday photo. I'm going to select OK, and there it is. You can then press enter once or twice. I'm going to press it once and just put Happy Thanksgiving break. Scroll down, save and return, and boom, there you go. You can of course use the hand holding the pencil. You can go back, highlight this Happy Thanksgiving break, choose bold at the very top row. You can move around, explore this area. There's a lot of good stuff. Colors, forms, even a new cleaner that'll help you when you copy and paste, avoiding having all that stuff in your content window. I'm going to select the image button a second time, and I'm going to browse files. I've purposely uploaded a huge file. It says Falls to 360p. Let's choose that one. Takes a second because you'll notice the width is 10,805 by 7,200. This thing is a monster. I took it with a 20 megapixel camera. It's just way too big for this space. Now, yes, you could say I'm just going to make it 108 by dropping those values off, and it would show, but I would recommend you probably a better idea to cancel out and use something outside of Moodle like Photoshop, GIMP, Picasa to make a more appropriate sized image. I'm going to cancel. I'm going back to my front page, and let's take a look in our blocks drop down on the right hand side. You'll notice we cleaned this up too. There's a lot of things there that are gone. One of the things a lot of people have been interested in is the Turning Technologies clickers interface. So go ahead and select Turning Technologies, give it a click. The block will appear right on top of where you added it. Let's just choose Administer Turning Technologies. We have a couple of individuals signed up. What's important here is were you to look in the upper left-hand corner, you wouldn't see your breadcrumbs. They're right on top of the Turning Technologies label. So you could go back to New Moodle by giving that a click. We're going to be working on that, but in case it's not done by the time you get this, we didn't want anybody confused because Turning Technologies is getting to be kind of a busy thing here on campus. Okay, that's basically a flyover. There are other things we can talk about, and we'll be going into depth on a number of these in other videos. If you have a question between now and then, give us a call at extension 3633 or visit us in Library 315. Lots of classes, lots of help coming your way, because that's what we do.